Hi, welcome to the Body Shop Physical Therapy. My name is Catherine Price and I'm a physical therapist. Today I'm going to go over the Egoscue Method for hip and pelvis, and this is with loss of range of motion, so restricted mobility. And this is where there's no pain in the hip or the pelvis, but there is loss of motion. And before I begin, I'm going to speak a word of life from Hebrews 4:12. For the word of God is alive and active, sharper than any double-edged sword. It penetrates even to dividing soul and spirit, joints and marrow. It judges the thoughts and attitudes of the heart. Amen. So follow along with me, and I will take you through this menu of 9 exercises to help restore the mobility and range of motion in the hip. Please consult your doctor or physical therapist for the appropriateness of exercises for you. So if you're having pain in your hip and pelvis, these probably are not for you, but if you're not having pain in the hip and pelvis, but you've lost your mobility and movement, these probably are for you. I am going to use a timer. I've got 2 blocks. I'm going to use an ottoman, a chair works fine, and then I've got a step stool or a ladder, so just something that you can stand on that's going to be stable and safe, and you'll use your upper body for balance, and I will talk you through this. So to begin, we're going to start with the static back knee pillow squeeze. And you can use a pillow for this. I'm going to use a block. So I'm going to come up to an ottoman, or I can just put my legs up over a chair. You want to get into a 90-90 position. So I want my hips as close as I can get to get that 90-degree bend in the hip, and then a 90-degree bend in the knee. First, I'm just going to stay in this position for 3 minutes. So I am going to place the block between my knees. I'm going to bring my arms out 45 degrees from my body. I'll go ahead and set the timer. And then I just want to keep my palms facing up towards the ceiling. You want to check in with your back, your lower back, and allow it to come to a rest to the floor. You don't want to force it down there, but you're just allowing the hips to balance and rest. The muscles attached to the low back and to the hip are going to be in a relaxed position and allow the pelvis to align. So just stay in this position. The block, I'm not squeezing the block, but I'm just holding it between my knees. You can put a pillow right between your knees. This is static back with a pillow squeeze. But I'm going to start just by 3 minutes resting in this position and taking nice deep breaths. This is where I like to do diaphragmatic breathing. So when I breathe, I'm going to pull the air in from the lower part of my rib cage and then just let the breath fall out. So I'm going to take a deep breath in. And let the breath fall out. And you'll feel the ribs press back into the floor. And you want the lower rib cage to expand not just forward, but also outward. And just taking nice deep breaths in. And check in with your shoulders, your neck, your head. Allow everything just to relax and rest. Palms are facing up towards the ceiling. And to check on the time, there's 1 more minute left. So begin with 3 minutes just holding this position, and then we're going to begin these squeezes where we're going to use the block or the pillow to press. But first we're going to just relax, letting the back sink to the floor, and taking nice deep breaths. And we should be getting close to being finished. 7 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Now, in this position, take your knees and just press them in. So I'm going to just squeeze in and then relax. Press 2, relax. 3, relax. 4, relax. 5, relax. 6, relax. 7, relax. 8, relax. 9, relax. 10, relax, taking a deep breath. 2 more sets. Squeeze in, relax. 2, relax. 3, relax. 4, relax. 5, relax. 6, relax. 7, relax. 8, relax. 9, relax. 10, taking a deep breath. And last set. 1, relax. 2, relax. 3, relax. 4, relax. 5, relax. 6, relax. 7, relax. 8, relax. 9, relax, and 10. After that, I'm going to do hook lying rocking chair. So I'm going to use my block, but I'm going to go into a hook lying position so my knees are bent. I'm going to place the block between my knees. My arms are going to be out 45 degrees. I'm going to hold the block, so I'm going to apply a little pressure just to hold the block between the knees. Then I'm going to lift my foot or lift my toes, and then coming down, I'm going to keep my big toe on the floor but lift my heels. And I want to keep everything relaxed. I'm just going to be rocking back and forth, so it's going to be lifting the toes and then lifting the heels. We'll do 3 sets of 10. So we'll begin. 1, lift the heels. 2, lift the heels. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pause, taking a deep breath in. Again, 1, keeping the big toe down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and pause, taking a deep breath in. Last set, holding the block, lifting the toes, rocking back and forth. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax, taking a deep breath. I'm going to remove the block, and the next one is going to be a hip lift. So I'm going to continue to keep my hands out 45 degrees from the body. I'm going to take my, and I want a timer for this one, I'm going to take my right foot, cross it above or in the opposite above the knee, and then I want to take that knee and push it away from the body. So I'm going to push my right knee down, and then I'm going to lift that left knee up towards my, so it's in line with my hip. Now I want my knee to be in line with the hip on the side that is lifted, and then in line with the shoulder. So I want to keep that lifted, and I should feel the stretch on the outside of my right hip. And I am just going to hold this position for 1 minute while I take deep breaths, a nice Nice breathing, so taking a breath in. This is a 1 minute hold, and we'll do each side. Breathing in. And then I'm going to lower the leg, uncross, and then cross the left foot just above the right knee. I'm going to then push that left knee away from my body and lift the right knee up in line with my hip, my right shoulder, and hip and knee. I want to be nice and in line, holding this position. I'm going to feel the stretch on the outside of the left hip, and this is a 1 minute hold as well. And again, just breathe, keeping the hands out, and you're using that knee on the right side to push the foot towards the shoulder, so that and the knee is going to be pushed out away from the body on that left side, and feeling the stretch on the outside of the left hip. You want to keep the back relaxed and taking deep breaths. This is a 1 minute hold. Seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bringing that leg down. So that is going to be the hip lift. Then I'm going to do pelvic tilt. So my arms are then going to come up to 90 degrees, so just in a T position. And then I'm going to just tilt my hips backward and then forward. So I'm just rocking the pelvis, and I'll do that 10 times. So rocking back and forth. 1, rock forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm looking for smooth movement. 8, 9, and 10. So those are going to be the pelvic tilts. Then I'm going to do foot circles. So I'll start by straightening my legs out. I'm going to bring my right knee to a 90-90 position. I'm going to hold the back of the thigh. I want my opposite leg, I'm going to keep my thigh tight and my toes facing upward. I don't want them to go out or in, but I want those toes to go straight up. Then I'm going to go clockwise and counterclockwise with the right foot. So I'm going to do 20 circles clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then counterclockwise 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then I want to point my toe and then bring it back up 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Then I'm going to bring that leg down. I want to keep my toe and my thigh tight on that side just to hold that leg stationary. And then I'm going to do circles with this foot and going 20 times counterclockwise and clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then pointing down, bringing the foot back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Next is going to be floor block. So I'm going to use both of my blocks for this. And I'm going to be in 3 different positions. I am going to use my timer. Each position is going to be held for 1 minute. So the first one, you're going to lie flat onto your stomach and you want to turn your toes in so they're pigeon. You want to make a pigeon toes. The first position is going to be at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to set my timer. I want to make a golfer's grip, and a golfer's grip is going to be with my thumb extended, so my fingers are going to be curled, but this first knuckle is going to be straight, and then my thumb is going to be extended. So that's going to be the grip that I use. I'm going to lie in a position where my toes are in a pigeon toe position, and then I'm going to bring my arms so that my thumbs are up towards the ceiling, and I want to hold this position. I'm going to bring the blocks out just a little bit. You want to rotate from the shoulder to get the thumbs to go up towards the ceiling and hold that golfer's grip, and just stay here for 1 minute holding, taking those heels, and you're pushing them out, so you're just going to be in this pigeon toe position. And then you want to relax the back and the abdominals and just hold this position, taking nice deep breaths. Three, 2, 1. And then I'm going to change position. And I'm going to bring the blocks then to 2 o'clock and 10 o'clock. So continue to keep that pigeon toe position, and then bring the blocks out to 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock. And again, golfer's grip with the thumbs up towards the ceiling, rotate from the shoulders, holding this position for a minute. Forehead is rested on the floor. You can put a towel roll under your forehead, but you want to just rest your forehead on the floor and hold right here.
feel that I started to let my shoulders roll in, so I'm going to keep them rolled out.
And then I want to go into 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock position. So same thing, toes are going to be turned inward. My hands are going to be in a golfer's grip, and I'm going to
rotate my thumbs towards the ceiling, using my shoulders to rotate the arm. And you'll feel all sorts of postural muscles working to hold these positions.
The next exercise is active wishbone. So I can stay right in this position, and what I'm going to do is bring my knees together. So I want my knees together, and then I'm going to pull my toes towards the floor. And so it's going to be knees together, toes towards the floor. Then I'm going to rest my forehead on the back of my hands. So you want to lie your fingers, and then
let your forehead rest right on top of the fingers. You want to pull those toes towards the floor, and then push the heels away from the body. And we're going to do 3 sets of 10. So beginning, 1, bring the feet back together. 2, back together. 3, together. 4, together. 5, together. 6, together. 7, together. 8, together. 9, together. And 10, together. Take a deep breath. Pull the toes towards the floor, getting that flexed foot, pushing the feet out apart. 1, 2, together. 3, together. 4, together. 5, together. 6, together. 7, together. 8, together. 9, together. And 10, together. Take a deep breath in. And last set, pulling the toes towards the floor, flexing the foot, keep the knees together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10.
And relax. That is active wishbone. Then I'm going to do a kneeling counter stretch. And so this is going to be a 3, this is going to be a 1-minute hold. So I am going to tuck my toes under, and I'm going to use the ottoman. You can use the chair, but my knees are going to be underneath my hip, and I'm going to drop down and try to continue to let my chest drop to the floor, and the back is going to arch more and more as I hold this position. And so taking deep breaths in. Deep breath in. And I just want the chest to keep dropping lower and lower. And I'm going to keep my knees underneath my hip. And arching my back. That should be a minute. You can hold 2 minutes. The last one is going to be a 3-minute hold. And so you want to have shoes for this and rubber bottom shoes for traction. So I'm going to stick my shoes on. This is going to stretch the back line of the body. You're going to use a step stool for this as well. So I'm going to set my timer for 3 minutes. And what I want to do is find you're going to use a step stool. I've got a ladder. You want somewhere you can hold on to for safety, for balance. And I'm going to drop my heels down to the floor and hold as I'm holding on. And I'm just going to hold this position for 3 minutes. Now, when you're holding this, you want to tighten your thighs. So I'm going to tighten the quadriceps, straightening the knee, tightening the thighs on both sides. Hold the thighs tight. You're going to feel a stretch in the calf muscle. Again, keep the thighs tight and dropping the heels down. Taking nice deep breaths in. Deep breath in. Keep those thighs tight. It's easy to let the thighs go, and you want to contract your quadricep muscle, straightening the leg with that muscle as you're stretching the calf. There's a lot of good mobilization in the anatomy trains with these postural holds. Feeling a stretch in the calf, tightening your thigh. And keep holding. 3 minutes is going to seem like a long time. I want to make sure that my feet are pointed forward, so I could see that my right foot was migrating, and I want to keep my feet hip width apart, dropping the heels towards the floor. And that is 3 minutes. So that completes the Egoscue method to address the hips and the pelvis that have restricted mobility and motion. And I hope this is of help to you. If you find that this video was useful, please like and subscribe to this channel. And I thank you. Have a blessed day.